Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thanks for joining us here for Wake Up Charlotte to Go. I'm Ben Thompson. We'll get to the day's headlines in just a minute, but first let's get to the day's forecast, why don't we, with Larry Sprinkle.
Hey, good morning. We'll take a look at the weather headlines. For the news headlines, it'll be sunny, pleasant today and tomorrow. Rain chance increases just a little bit on Thursday, and new computer models indicating maybe none at all. Much cooler as we head into the upcoming weekend. For today, hour by hour, by noon, we're about 51 degrees. Should be a really nice afternoon with high temperatures today, mid, maybe even upper 50s. As we head towards this evening, between about 6 and 8, we go from the low 50s to right around 48 degrees. Check out those temperatures in the mountains. It'll be mostly sunny there. No snow in the mountains. It's all on the ground. Upper 30s and low 40s there. Low 50s in the foothills, the Charlotte metro area, the Piedmont, the upstate. Today's high temperatures will be in the mid to upper 50s. Almost the same east of here, Monroe, Wadesboro, Rockingham, mid to upper 50s as we check your 7-day forecast, take into the upcoming weekend. Tomorrow morning, mid-30s will rebound to around 53 degrees, mid-50s on Thursday, and again on Friday, just a slight chance of showers, and new computer models indicating everything stays away from us. As we get to the weekend, it's just the big change this weekend is how cold it's going to be on Sunday, only in the upper 40s, and then a good chance of rain to start next week with highs right around 52 degrees, and that's your first one forecast, man.
All right, Larry, thanks. Turning to our top stories of the day right now. Today, a local vaccine clinic opens up to folks 65 and older.
Starting today, Cabarrus County will allow seniors who are 65 and older to start getting their vaccinations. That number for seniors used to be 75 and older. Also, those first responders and emergency workers and medical workers who had their first vaccinations, they'll start getting their second vaccinations, also starting today.
Good morning, I'm Billie Jean Shaw in Fort Mill. This is one of the locations where Publix will administer the COVID-19 vaccine starting as early as tomorrow. Appointments, though, are open right now. You have to book directly through the Publix website, but according to Publix, all of their queues are full at this time, but appointments are available in York and Lancaster counties. To make sure you're eligible for the vaccine at Publix, take a look at the graphic on your screen.
Today, Cabarrus County students will return to the classroom for the first time since mid-December. Students will learn in person 2 days a week. This is despite opposition from some teachers and parents. The school board is still discussing when students will return full-time to the classroom. An inmate at the York County Detention Center has tested positive for COVID-19. The jail now screening all of the inmates and sanitizing their cells. The sheriff says it's unclear how the inmate tested positive for the virus because that person's been in jail for 8 months.
I'm Tracie Potts. President-elect Biden is speaking here in Washington tonight before his inauguration. His transition team says he is planning 10 days of focusing on the country's 4 biggest problems: COVID, the economy, racial justice, and climate change, signing executive orders on all those issues in coming days, starting just hours after he's sworn in. Meantime, President Trump working on his impeachment defense. He may announce as many as 100 pardons today and tomorrow, and he's planning a big red carpet send-off for his final trip out of Washington as Commander-in-Chief.
Tracie, thank you for that update and information. And I do want to talk about the preparations going into the inauguration because a lot of them are going viral on social media. Obviously, there's going to be some new traditions, a part of our American history, as you'll see tomorrow. And right now, some of those preparations include these thousands of flags that were placed on the National Mall. It's a pretty neat time lapse. Almost 200,000 state and territory flags are now covering the National Mall this morning, and they represent the thousands of Americans who would normally be there for the inauguration. We have another shot to show you of this all complete from the sky. How neat is that? And then look at the lights that are shining up the sky. There's 56 of them lining the mall, and they too represent the states and territories as well. There will be groups performing from all across the country. It's during what they're calling the virtual parade across America. And included in that parade are the High Country Cloggers from the Tar Heel State and the South Carolina State marching band. So the Carolinas will be represented tomorrow. We want to know what you think of the National Mall Makeover and all the preparations that are being put in place. They will continue today ahead of tomorrow. Use our hashtag WakeUpCLT or leave a comment below. Ben.
All right, Rachel, thanks. Time now to connect the dots when we make the news make sense. Today, President Trump is expected to hand out about 100 more pardons. Presidential pardons have been around almost as long as the country itself.
Presidential pardons are as old as the office itself. And so is the controversy that comes with them. Let's connect the dots. The idea of a presidential pardon comes from the 1787 Constitutional Convention. That's when Alexander Hamilton suggested giving the president the power to pardon people who've committed crimes. It mirrors a similar power given to the British monarchy. The first presidential pardons were given to two men behind the 1794 Whiskey Rebellion. That rebellion was a response to a federal tax placed on alcohol. George Washington pardoned them in the final days of his second term. The most controversial pardon actually involves two presidents. In 1974, a month after President Richard Nixon was forced to resign in the wake of the Watergate scandal, his successor, Gerald Ford, issued him an unconditional pardon for any crimes Nixon may have committed. Ford cited the nation's need to move on from the scandal, but the move is blamed for ending Ford's political career. And that is connecting the dots.
And now to some stories to keep you and your family safe and sound. If someone in your house has COVID-19, there is still hope for you to stay healthy. Doctors say most couples assume if one partner has the virus, the other one's going to get it too, just automatically. In reality, the CDC says the rate of transmission between close household contacts is about 50%. So they say if you isolate as soon as your partner suspects they might have it, you could really increase your chances of stopping the spread. Something to keep in mind for all of us. Well, if you want to do something good for yourself this week, take a hike. Literally, take one. Experts say hiking is not only good for your body, but also for your brain. In fact, regular exercise is the best way to prevent dementia. Experts say a hike or just a brisk 30-minute walk is just as good for your brain as doing a crossword puzzle. So, where's your favorite place to take a hike around the Charlotte area? Let us know using the hashtag WakeUpCLT. For me, I say the Rough Ridge Trail just off the Blue Ridge Parkway up near Blowing Rock and Boone. Gorgeous, not too long, gorgeous views. It's the way to go. Make sure you tune in every single morning at 4:30 a.m. for Wake Up Charlotte. Have a great day, everybody.